Let me help you boys out real quick. If you need coins to build that God Squad or max out that theme team, go check out my new sponsor, Red Zone Coins, for the absolute cheapest coins on the market with super safe and fast delivery. And if you use code JUJU, it's going to save you an extra 15% off at checkout. The link will be in the description.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm off the money to Xanaline. That's why I'm over retarded. Baby, welcome to the party. I hit the boy up and then I go skating around.
YouTube, how we doing, boys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be ranking the top 10 theme teams inside of Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now, first things first, we got to go over a few of the things that I was looking for while putting together this list. First off, this is gonna be ranking just pure theme teams, because I mean, let's be real, if we're doing 50-50, almost any single 50-50 team can be good this year if you just add the right fillers. So yeah, they will be ranked off of strictly pure theme teams, and honestly, a lot of these teams are so close. Like, if you wanted to argue a team that I have towards the bottom could be kind of like middle, you know, like top 5, top 6, something like that, I wouldn't argue with you. And I just had to say this right now. I know the majority of you guys probably won't agree with me, because this is one of those things that, like, obviously you want your favorite team to be up towards the top, and no one can really fully agree on a top 10 list. So again, these are just my opinions, but I definitely want to hear you guys down below. So if there's any team you think I missed, any team you think should be higher or lower, let me know. But I'm gonna stop rambling on now. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this list here. But before we do, I do just gotta say a few things. First off, if you guys are new around here, I would greatly appreciate it if you could smack that sub button for me. Boys, we are getting super close to 5K, trying to hit that in the next week or so. If you don't know, we post basically daily Madden content, a lot of theme team stuff, so if that's your thing, definitely consider subscribing. And of course, absolutely kill that like button for me, leave a comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a new upload. But here we go, man, getting right on into it. First things first, I want to talk about a few of the honorable mentions, you know, those teams that just missed the top 10, and if I made a top 15 list, would definitely be on it. Those teams are going to be the Raiders, Chiefs, and Washington. Again, they're all super close to making the top 10, but just like a few position groups or something like that, something minor just barely kept them off. But getting right on into it here, starting off with number 10 on our list, we got the Seattle Seahawks, and really it is for one reason and one reason only: they don't have a quarterback. Like, this theme team is so incredibly stacked up. Once Russ gets that upgrade, this is hands down going to be like a top 3 theme team in the game. But I mean, until now, like I said, we are ranking this off of strictly pure theme teams, so only having a 90 overall, I really can't put them much higher. But I mean, if you do want to rock a filler, you want to go with someone like Dan Marino, this team is going to be absolutely insane. Kind of going over some of the players here, they got a really nice O-line. They got this legend Walter Jones. Few other nice pieces are Kevin Mawai. It's tight end, they got Charlie Young, who I absolutely love, and they have tons and tons of weapons here with Brandon Marshall, Devin Hester, DK Metcalf, Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett, and then you got AP at running back. Also Franco Harris at fullback. So I mean, dude, you just got weapons on weapons on weapons. Solid O-line as well. Like I said, like, it really just comes down to quarterback. And then we move over to the defense, and the defense is super nice as well. They have some great safeties with Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, and obviously Cam Chancellor does get all team chems, but he did actually play for Seattle. So I mean, if you do want to rock a pure theme team, you can definitely use him on there. And then they also have some pretty nice linebackers as well. They got the new Bobby Wagner, who just got a card with Zero Chill, Benson Maweo, who I used that card for a Cardinals theme team gameplay, and he was glitchy. And then you can also see they got Dwight Freeney listed here out of position. And then down here for the cornerbacks, they got the out of position DK Metcalf, who I have heard some great things about, Richard Sherman and Shaquille Griffin. So I mean, 3 really solid options that are a good amount of speed, and then a really nice D-line as well with Frank Clark, L Woods, and Carlos Dunlap. So yeah, man, absolutely love the Seattle Seahawks theme team. I actually just used them a few weeks back too, and that was like before they got all the big Zero Chill upgrades, and I really liked them. So, you know, like I said, now they're really just waiting on that Russell Wilson, and this will be a top 3 team in the game. Coming in at number 9 on my list here, we got the Tennessee Titans, starting off first with the O-line, looking pretty solid. They could use a little bit of work for their tackles, but overall pretty nice. At tight end, they got Frank Wycheck and Jonnu Smith, so 2 really nice pieces. And then the receivers, you know, they're all right. They got Randy Moss, Julio Jones, and Andre Johnson. All of them are kind of out of date right now. Then at running back, they got Adrian Peterson, and obviously at quarterback, they got the LTD out of position Derrick Henry. Let's be real, that Derrick Henry card is like the main reason they're on this list. I mean, that card is just so incredibly glitchy right now that you really don't even need wide receivers. Like, you could run out there and just run options with Derrick Henry and AP, and you know, you're gonna win a majority majority of your games. And then we move down to the defense here. It's looking solid. The safeties could use some work. They got a 93 Kevin Byard, 91 Bernard Pollard, but then the linebackers are really good. They got Harold Landry, Jayon Brown, and Wilbur Marshall. Then for the cornerbacks here, kind of mediocre as well. That's kind of the theme of this defense. Like no real flashy pieces, but just really all around solid. So they got Janoris Jenkins, Desmond King, and Jason McCourty. All of them will get the job done, but none of them are going to be like, you know, top of the meta extraordinary cards. And then on the D-line, they got Javon Kears, who is that Tierre Tard, and then Jadeveon Clowney. So this team basically is just all around really solid. They don't have a bunch of like really flashy studs, but in the future, there's a lot of upgrades to come with this team. I mean, you know, Randy Moss is going to get a big upgrade soon. Julio Jones should, Andre Johnson. So then the receivers will be looking stacked, and obviously they have the best quarterback in the game right now. So overall, solid team, but really couldn't put them any higher than 9. Next up, we got number 8 on the list here, the Arizona Cardinals theme team. Starting off first with the O-line, they got 90s across the board, which you absolutely love to see. And then they got 3 decent tight ends, nothing super flashy. At quarterback, they got the new Kyler Murray, really like that card. And then at running back, they got AP. They also have Chase Edmonds. You can run a really nice 1-2 punch there. The only thing that's kind of a weakness on this team is the wide receivers. I mean, 92 AJ Green, 91 Ahmad Rashad, and a 94 Diop. Like, they're all solid, but just nothing special. Then we move down to the defense here, and they got some absolute studs on this side of the ball, and overall, they're just really well-rounded. So you got Isaiah Simmons up at strong safety, which is one of the best defensive cards in the game right now, backed up by Buda Baker, and then at free safety, they got Larry Wilson. So, I mean, you're gonna have 3 safeties in there, kind of mix them around how you want, and then they got some really nice linebackers too, with Seth Joyner, Wilbur Marshall, and Dwight Freeney. Then we move down here to the cornerbacks. They got Patrick Peterson, who right now I think is one of the glitchier cards in the game. Like, I don't know what it is about him, but he just makes a ton of plays. And then they also got Antrell Roll, who, you know, I would assume gets an upgrade soon, and then also Byron Murphy. And then on the D-line, they got John Abraham, Corey Peters, and JJ Watt. So overall, like a really solid squad. If they get a few more wide receiver upgrades, maybe another cornerback, like they could definitely be top 5, but right now they just don't have all the pieces yet to be ranked that high. Number 7 on my list here, we got the Baltimore Ravens theme team. Starting out on the O-line, you know, they're solid. They got an 87 in there, which isn't great. 89 at right tackle, so the tackles aren't fantastic, but you know, also not the worst. Guards are pretty nice, decent center as well, and then they have some really nice tight ends here with Mark Andrews and Darren Waller, and those two also should be getting some big upgrades soon. I mean, Mark Andrews has been absolutely balling all year long, same with Darren Waller. Then we move down here, and for the wide receivers, we got Devin Hester, TJ Hujmanzada, and then Deion Sanders. Deion and Devin Hester I really like. TJ is pretty average. Maybe Marquise gets an upgrade in the future though, but then this right here is what really makes this team. At running back, you got Ricky Williams, and then at quarterback, you got Randall Cunningham. So I mean, one of the better running backs in the game right now, probably the best power back with Ricky Williams, and then a really nice quarterback as well. You could also use Lamar. Really like that duo right there. You got some nice backups there too with Willis McGahee and Priest Holmes. And then we move down to the defense. At free safety, they got Ed Reed, and then at strong safety, they got Haladi Nagata. This card right here, man, is funny as shit, because he's like 6'3", like 300 pounds or something like that, but he plays pretty nice, honestly. I've seen some gameplay on him. And then for the linebackers here, they got Matthew Judon, Ray Lewis, and Elvis Dumerville. And then rounding it out down here with the cornerbacks and D-line, we got Deion Sanders, Marcus Peters, and Marlon Humphreys. So a really nice core right there. And then on the D-line, they got Zadarius Smith, Brandon Williams, and Calais Campbell. Overall, I do really like this team. Like, they're really good, don't get me wrong. They're just not better than the rest of the teams on this list. I mean, they're just super well-rounded. You have a great running back, some really good weapons, and a really nice quarterback as well, and some playmakers on defense. But I mean, like I said, like, they're good. They're just not top of the meta right now. Then at number 6 here, we got the San Francisco 49ers theme team. Overall, I do really like this squad. On the O-line, they're looking really solid. Got a great left tackle, some really nice guards, and then a nice center, nice right tackle. Tight end, I mean, you just have a bunch of options with Vernon Davis, Charlie Young, and then George Kittle. And then for the receivers, you got Randy Moss, Deebo Samuel, and Dion. Then at running back, you got Roger Craig, who is one of my favorite running backs in the game right now. He's a receiving back, so if you like to pass a lot, use your running back out the backfield. That's going to be great for you. The only thing that's holding this team back is only having a 92 Jimmy G. Like, that's just, it's not like top of the meta, you know. You don't have like a great quarterback in there. If they had like a Steve Young or a Joe Montana that was like a 95, 96, they'd honestly probably be top 3 or 4. But I mean, this Jimmy G will still get the job done for you. He gets hot route master, he gets set feet leads, so you can definitely make some things work with him there. And then we move down to the D line. At free safety, they got got Taylor Mays. As strong safety, they got Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott will definitely be getting an upgrade soon. And then for the linebackers here, they got Elvis Dumervil, Fred Warner, and D Ford. For our cornerbacks, we got Deion Sanders, Jason Verrett, and then Richard Sherman. So some really nice options out there. And then on the D-line, they got Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, who will definitely get an upgrade soon, and then Charles Haley. So overall, a really solid team. Nothing absolutely crazy right now, but I mean, it's the 49ers. By the end of the year, they're going to be top 3 again once they get a few upgrades, like, you know, Ronnie Lott, a better quarterback, a Randy Moss upgrade, a Jerry Rice upgrade, which you know is coming soon. Coming in at number 6 on my list here, we got the Denver Broncos theme team. Dude, this team right here has been getting so much love lately, so much so that I've seen some people putting them in like their top 3s, which me, I can't do, because like I said, this is based strictly off a pure theme team, and I don't think they're that good yet. Nonetheless, though, the team is still stacked. Starting out here with the O-line, honestly not looking the best. Their tackles are pretty weak, same with the left guard, but they do have a nice center, solid right guard. At tight end, they got an absolute stud with Vernon Davis. Down here for the wide receivers, they got Brandon Marshall, Jerry Jeudy, and Tim Patrick, and then at running back, they got Willis McGahee. Some really nice weapons there, and then at quarterback, you kind of get to take your pick because they have both Tim Tebow and Peyton Manning, which is honestly really nice because whichever play style you like if you like to run out the pocket, do read options, stuff like that, you rock with Tebow, or if you're more of a pocket passer, you rock with Manning. Definitely like that. You're not just forced into one play style with this theme team. You kind of get the option to choose how you want to run that offense, and then we move down to the defense here, and they are absolutely stacked. The DBs especially, bro. I mean, they got John Lynch, Brian Dawkins, Justin Simmons, and Kareem Jackson at safety, and then for the cornerbacks, they got Ty Law, Chris Harris, and Aqib Talib. And they also have Patrick Surtain back there, so I mean, they just got a boatload of DBs back there. You can definitely run some nice nickel packages. And then on the D-line, they got DeMarcus Ware, who is at Shamar Stephen, I don't even know who that is, and then Von Miller. Definitely need an upgrade here at the tackle, but besides that, this defense is absolutely stacked, and then the offense has a bunch of weapons. So I mean, overall, I do really like this team, and if you are rocking some fillers, like, this could easily be a top 3, top 2 team in the game. At number 4 on my list here, we got the New York Jets theme team, which I don't understand. Like, tell me how the New York Jets have a top 4 theme team in this game right now. It makes no sense, but hey, EA showing y'all some love, something you're not getting in real life right now. But getting into the team here on the O-line, you know, it's looking solid. They got some decent tackles. The interior is really good, and then the tight end, you know, kind of average as well. But then the receivers are absolutely stacked with Brandon Marshall, Robbie Anderson, and Keyshawn Johnson. And you also got Plaxico Burress back there, so 4 really nice options. And then at quarterback, you got the option between Tim Tebow and Boomer Assassin, I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. The only real weakness here on the offense besides tight end would be running back. I mean, Michael Vick, I don't know if you really want to trust him. He has super low carrying, but Curtis Martin and LaDainian Tomlinson should both get upgrades soon. I would definitely be expecting an LT with like the first drop of Ultimate Legends or something like that. So once they get that, like, this offense is going to be incredible. And then we move down to the defense here. At safety, they got Marcus May and Jamal Adams, also Ronnie Lott and Ed Reed. So I mean, a bunch of upgrades coming there in the future. And then for the linebackers, they got Wilbur Marshall, Alec Ogletree, and Jonathan Vilma. Cornerbacks here, they got 2 really nice ones with Darrelle Revis and Ty Law. The slot corner, I mean, they got Perry Nickerson. I got him on the Packers team. He is super fast, but you know, coverage stats aren't the best. And then for the D-line, they got Jason Taylor, Quinnen Williams, and John Abraham. Team is super stacked, man. I mean, like I said though, they just really need a running back, because I would not trust Michael Vick with like that 67 carrying or whatever he's got, and then a better tight end on offense. And then on defense, if they just get a CB3, like, this team is going to be damn near unfair. Now, getting into the top 3 here, coming in at number 3, we got the Dallas Cowboys. Dog, these last few weeks, EA has sucked y'all off harder than a bitch at a porn audition. Like, this has been absolutely insane how much love y'all been getting from the Zero Chill program, but I mean, hey, I guess it's kind of deserved. Cowboys are historic. Starting off on the O-line here, I mean, they are straight stacked up 90s across the board, and then a tight end, they got Dalton Schultz. For the receivers here, I mean, they got basically every wide receiver you'd want in the game right now. Michael Irvin, Keyshawn Johnson, Deion Sanders, CeeDee Lamb, Jimmy Smith, so just a bunch of weapons. Then a running back though, that is really their only weakness. They got a 91 Zeke and then a 91 Tavon, definitely need an upgrade there. And then a quarterback, you got Tony Romo. So besides running back, this offense is absolutely disgusting. I mean, you got Tony Romo at quarterback, probably top 3 right now. I really like that card, gets Gunslinger and Hot Route Master. Then we move down here to the defense. Not as good as the offense, especially not these safeties, bro. They got an 89 Keanu Neal and a 92 Roy Williams. Like, that is brutal for sure. You're definitely gonna have to be using fillers. Roy Williams should get an upgrade soon though. And then for the linebackers, they got DeMarcus Ware, Micah Parsons, and then Benson Maweo. I don't know how you say it. All I know is that dude went absolutely crazy in the Cardinals gameplay I did. And then for the cornerbacks here, they got Everson Walls, Deion Sanders, Mel Renfro, Byron Jones, and Trayvon Diggs. A ton of options there. And then rounding it out with the D-line, they got Randy Gregory, Jay Ratliff, and then Broderick Thomas, however you say it. Fuck, dude, I'm like running out of breath right now talking this much. I feel like I just rapped Rap God 3 times straight. But hey, overall, man, Cowboys theme team looking really solid, just not better than the 2 teams I have ahead of them. At number 2 on my list here, we got the New England Patriots theme team. On the O-line here, I mean, they are absolutely stacked up. They got Nate Solder, 95 overall, 93 at left tackle, 96 at left guard, really good right guard as well, and David Andrews should get an upgrade for you there at center. At tight end, you got Rob Gronkowski, and then the receivers are stacked too with Brandon Cooks, Randy Moss, and Antonio Brown. Can we talk about Antonio Brown for a second though? Like, what the fuck was dude doing? He just like stripped off, walked off the field. I don't know what the hell that was, never seen anything like it, but hey man, CTE is a bitch. Then our running back here, we got LeGarrette Blount and Cordell Patterson, and at quarterback, you got your pick between Cam Newton and Tom Brady. Moving down to the defense now, starting off with the safeties, they got Adrian Phillips and Rodney Harrison. Not great, but Rodney should get an upgrade soon, and they do have solid depth with Eric Rowe and then Duron Harmon back there. And then for the linebackers here, we got Kyle Van Noy Jr. Seau and then Matthew Judon. The cornerbacks here are absolutely ridiculous, bro. They got 96 overall, Aqib Talib, Darrell Revis, and then Ty Law, also JC Jackson and Cordell Patterson back there. So I mean, hey, the DBs are super stacked up. Even with these safeties being weak, like you can just throw 2 of the cornerbacks back there and you will be chilling. And then lastly, down here on the D-line, they got Willie McGinnis, Vince Wilfork, and then Akeem Hicks. Yo, I'm gonna need a whole fucking oxygen tank after this video. I've been talking way too much without stopping to catch my breath at all, but here we go, boys, what you've all been waiting for. The number 1 theme team and Madden 22 Ultimate Team is the Green Bay Packers.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Man, I can't imagine how many of you just clicked off the video or started writing a hate comment. No, I am not that biased. I'm not going to put my Packers at number 1, even though I really wanted to. I wish I could have even put them on my top 10 list, but I mean, hey, they were just kind of one of those teams that were super close to making it, needed a few more pieces, but the real number 1 here is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Starting off first here with the O-line, you know, it's above average, nothing too special there, some nice tackles. For the tight end here, they got Rob Gronkowski, and then for the weapons, the wide receivers and running backs, they got Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Keyshawn Johnson, and then LeGarrette Blount. You know what, honestly, kind of looking back at it right now, because I did make this list a few days ago, I don't know if I have them at number 1 anymore. Like, they're definitely up there, but I could switch them in the Pats. You know what, too late now though. I'm not going to go back and redo all that, so we're sticking with it. But at quarterback here, they got Tom Brady, who, I mean, it's a solid option. He gets set feet lead, he gets a hot route master, but you know he's going to get a big upgrade soon. Then we move down to the defense here. For our safeties, we got some really good ones. We got Antoine Winfield and then John Lynch, and then our linebackers are great as well with Broderick Thomas, Jason Pierre-Paul, and then Devin White. Broderick, however the fuck you say it. I know there's gonna be that one person down in the comments like, oh, you said this person's name wrong. Oh, you said that person's name wrong. Dude, nobody fucking cares. I can't tell you how many times I get those comments like, dude, this is not English class. We are playing Madden football.
Daddy, chill.
All right, sorry for the rant right there. Getting back to the team. For our cornerbacks here, we got Darrell Revis, Aqib Talib, and Rondé Moore, so some great options there. And then on the D-line, we got Ndamukong Suh, L. Woods, and then William, I think his name's William Gostin. I'm not really too sure, but overall, a really solid D-line. Yeah, man, honestly, I really don't agree with this list anymore. I don't think Tampa's number 1. I'd for sure switch them and the Pats, maybe even put them all the way down to 3, but I'm not going back. So yeah, just kind of keep that in your head right there. But overall, Tampa is still a really nice theme team if you did decide to rock them. One thing I do really like about this team though is if you did want to rock a pure theme team, they don't need any fillers. Like, they have a good, or at least a startable player at every single position, and they have a ton of weapons. And I mean, let's be real, it's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're gonna get flooded with upgrades the rest of the year. But yeah, boys, that is gonna do it for the video though. Definitely let me know down below how you think I did. If there's any teams you think should be higher or lower, because I mean, let's be real, bro, there is not a chance that all of you agree with this list. But yeah, that is going to do it though. So if you boys did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button for me, drop a sub, leave a comment down below, and turn those post notifications on. But yeah, that is going to do it. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.